Hey guys, it's Zekin. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at my top 5 favorite creations I made in Planet Zoo this year. This is entirely based on personal preference, so not based on views or anything else. So let's get on with it. At number 5, I've got the Modern Ice Cream Cafe, which I made back in July. I really enjoyed building this, especially with the ice cream font at the front, which kind of took majority of the time because I had to place down the individual planks. And also the dripping ice cream on the wall inside is made up of a bunch of arch-shaped pieces, so I also really like that too about this build. So what I like most about it is how this whole thing is actually functional, thanks to like the stall box I put inside, making it look like the guests are actually picking up what they ordered. And another thing about this build is that the whole thing is just under 4,000 pieces, so it comes in a blueprint when you download it from the workshop. So yeah, this took me a whole weekend from start to finish to get it done, and I'd say I'm really happy with how it came out. Next, we're scaling up things a bit with the biospheres. I built this for Serenity Zoo back in April, and as you can see, it's mostly based off of the Eden project in Cornwall, UK. I just love the look of the domes with this slightly geodesic structure, because we can't really get exactly geodesic domes in the game. Anyways, it features different rainforest sections from all around the world, with a waterfall, winding paths, and outlook points. With everything, it actually feels like you're in a jungle. The main challenge with building this was of course the domes, but using a method which I explained step by step in a tutorial video, I was able to make everything smoothly, which was fun. We're moving on to a more recent one, which I'm sure many of you will be more familiar with, the Aquatic Center. I really love this one. I put in a lot into it in just 4 days to get it out in time for the Aquatic Pack launch day. My favorite part about it would be the geometric facade, which is based on a zoo in Germany. Izumu was made to kind of sort of like resemble the rocky shores of the ocean, and just the way the rest of the center has this immersive rocky look kind of makes you feel like you're by the shores, kind of very up and close in the natural habitat of like the penguins, seals, otters, caimans, and the polar bears. In second, we have the Inala Australia house I built in October. So far, I haven't done as much research and planning for any other project as much as I did for this one. I looked into different aspects of Australian Aboriginal culture, museum architecture, and sustainable building methods, which were reflected in different areas throughout the build. I adore its modern facade with the concentric circle patterns at the side that illustrate the dreaming stories in Aboriginal culture. It features all the animals from the Australia Pack, so kangaroos, cassowaries, dingoes, and the koalas, as well as the blue-tongued lizard, as well as a gallery, gift shop, and a cafe, which is like the Oasis Cafe, which is like kind of the running brand on the channel right now. In total, I spent about a month from planning to building to finish it up, and in the end, I would say it was all worth it. Before heading on to the final one, I just want to give an honorable mention to the elephant house I made back in April. It's entirely based off of the one in the Budapest Zoo, with its massive dome which sits on the main viewing gallery and styled to its Hungarian architecture. It contains Indian elephants and Nile monitors, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah. With that out of the way, we're now moving on to my favorite creation of the year, Arcadia. I'm really proud of what I and Supple-san were able to accomplish with this. I made it to celebrate my 1,000 subscriber milestone, as well as to celebrate the beauty and diversity of nature in our rainforests. Arcadia features vast junglescapes split up into different geographical regions with their respective rainforest animals, all sitting entirely on a floating island. So it's divided into two sections, which is the Oasis and the Journey, The journey is kind of like the 4x4 safari ride, which you get on a safari ride and drive through the jungle. And the Oasis, kind of like the on foot experience with all the bridges, and then you actually get to see the Oasis Cafe from there. So yeah, it took us about 3 months in total from planning to completion, and it was definitely worth it considering how much we were able to pull off in that time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this year. I'm definitely looking forward to what 2021 has to bring us, considering what we've all already gone through this year already. As far as the channel goes, I'm kind of thinking of maybe expanding into more creative games, and I'll be watching out for anything new that may pop up in 2021 that I find interesting. And also I'll be having a little bit more of some schoolwork next year, so I'm gonna be seeing how I will be juggling around everything. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you haven't already, and I'll be leaving links to my socials in the description below. So yeah, see you later guys, and until then, bye for now.